The game that is popular all over the world announces the suspension of service when everyone is frantically selling equipment to restore blood. I'm going to sell the house and get a loan to recharge the game. Others laugh at me for being stupid, but only I know. The moment when the game really stops, the whole world will change. The game is as small as a zombie. Monsters as big as demon gods will come to the world. And those who keep the game characters inherit in-game abilities. In my previous life, I had no choice but to turn around because I had to face the reality. In the end, when the end came, I didn't even survive half a day. I made one last call when the tide was up. That is the farewell to Menjo who called my game CP. I burped when I finished speaking, but when I opened my eyes again, I found that I traveled to before the game stopped. And at this time, he was talking to the game lover Liu Menjo. What farewell? Say something stupid. Isn't it just official uniform? Big deal, we play other games together. I saw a familiar scene in front of me. I subconsciously asked like before I am ready to sell. How about you? I don't. There are a lot of my memories in it. Hear the same answer from him. I confirmed that I really crossed. See, I haven't spoken for a long time. Liu Menjo was obviously a little disappointed. For him this game is not just a game, but a good memory. I am the most important part of this memory. So hear me choose my how. Instead of walking with him for the last time, he is naturally disappointed. In his previous life, he was indeed disappointed by this. But when the monsters come, following, Menjo, who inherited the character's ability, came to save her immediately. I regret that I didn't even survive half a day. At this point, I smiled and said to him, don't worry. Not only will I not sell well, I'll be with you till the end. And the copies and scenes we haven't been to, I will take you. Walk around. I hung up after the sweet promise. Then opened the game forum. Without exception, they are all official to Cow Games. And iron powder for selling equipment. I flipped through and saw a lot of players who gave out gold coins. 100,000 gold coins, 100,000 will be sold. You must know that is a century online game. The gold coins inside are linked to reality 1-to-1. And now it has fallen 1,000 to 1. But I know there's no rush to start, because prices will plummet in the future. I keep scrolling down. My eyes light up when I see a post. Magic Scepter of Hurricane. Full level artifact. The only 600,000 dumped in the whole server. I just happen to be a mage. Just ready to start. But suddenly I can't seem to afford it. But after a second of hesitation, I'll react. I'm going to sell the house tomorrow. Anyway, the game is about to invade reality. When the monsters come, any high-rise building is conspiratorial in front of them. So I immediately found a broker. Because the community I live in is a school district room. So once the news is released, buyers will be in touch soon. 3 million in full. However, you need to formulate contracts, agency fees, etc. It will be tomorrow at the earliest. But I'm not in a hurry, because I still have a lot to do. The first is to get a loan. It's still a fart when the monsters come. While the house is still in my hands, I immediately send the host information and profile. Fill in the major software. Soon the software gave out the quota. I withdrew all of them, about 1 million. But these are not enough. I found some loan sharks again. Used the house as a mortgage to get another 1.6 million. After finishing these, I called my classmate Fatty Jang. Before announcing the suspension, he was originally from the New World game. Big job. Merchant. It was also by virtue of this that he was able to survive in 2.5 years. Accumulated tens of millions of net worth. But this suspension incident made him almost bankrupt. Fatty John, I came to you to tell you to stop losses in time. Let's say you can get 1 billion gold coins. According to the current market price, I can charge you all. Fatty John was shocked when he heard my words. After all, everyone is now looking for a big boss to take over. Why am I willing to take over? Of course, I can't tell you about the time travel. So he lied that he wanted to get a set of top equipment and take CP to brush pictures. Simply because of love. By the way, help me get another fashion suit. Fatty John quickly agreed. A few hours later, I received the equipment sent by Fatty Jan. By the way, I also gave me some fashion. It just happens to be a gift from Menjo. It's late after work. When I was online, I saw a message from Menjo. Do you think this game is completely boring? You wouldn't be online so late in the past. If you don't want to play, I won't force him. If you want to play other games, I will go with you. Have been together for 2 years, although only online. But each other is like a confidant. After listening to me lightly smile, not much nonsense, let him open the warehouse immediately. So he passed a set of priests' godly lunasat to him. This set of equipment can be worth more than 1 million after the sharp drop. If it used to be hundreds of millions. Menjo was so touched that she was about to cry. It's my dream, can't let you spend money alone. Let me give you some pocket money first. Speaking of which, I heard a payment reminder from my mobile phone. Open it and see that there are 6 million. I was shocked for a long time before I could barely utter a few words. I've known you for so long, I just know you are a rich woman. 6 million pocket money. What kind of family is this? However, after thinking about the game's invasion of reality before rebirth, Menjo was in a hurry to save herself, but got entangled by a level 90 boss. A priest against a level 90 boss alone. This shows that Menjo's equipment is very strong, which means even if I don't give them any money, in fact, he will buy it himself. I will also pay for the money spent in the game in the future. If it's not enough, tell me. Menjo said slightly angrily with her hands on her hips. I didn't say anything more. With Menjo's money, then you can synthesize a god-level pet. New World pets in this game is a very powerful fighting partner, but it needs to match the occupation of the master. In order to play the ultimate role, want to synthesize advanced pet eggs, require very high cost. That's why there are so few premium pets in this game. So I asked Fatty Jung to buy it for me again. In a short time, more than 500 pet eggs were credited to the account. Then I sent it to Menjo. Then continued to synthesize with him. I'm compositing, while sending a voice message to Fatty Jang. Continue to help me collect pet eggs. How much do I want? After receiving it, help me synthesize it directly. 10 minutes later, Liu Menjo said on the team channel that I am reconciled. If it was previously synthesized something worth 5 or 6 million, I'm sure my heart will beat faster. But I've been through death. Not so easy to be touched. Look directly with the blinding light disappearing. The voice of a monster came. Only one behind. Stegodon with rows of fan-shaped spines appeared. This is a pet with high defense. After being ridden by the owner, this young Stegosaurus will resist 80% damage for the owner. Pretty good though. But it's not up to par. But Liu Menjo thinks it is very cute and likes it very much. I can't use or look down on pets like young Stegosaurus. Liu Menjo likes it, so it's not okay to use it as a mount for him. Make a mistake and continue to open the egg. Soon a bright but shining in front of my eyes. Dazzling light. Let Liu Menjo and I close our eyes again. At this time, there were few people in the warehouse, and a few people passed by. One of them said, "Boss, look. It's just that someone is taking pictures of Easter eggs. I'm going to stop taking it soon. Why waste money? Maybe it's a rich master. Mark it." Next moment, I received a message to apply for a team. But then the message was withdrawn. Seeing this, I react instantly. This should be very popular in the game. Professional gold diggers are on the lookout. There are no real laws and regulations in the game. So people with dark hearts, after entering the game, began to become unscrupulous. Even take pleasure in killing people and stealing equipment. They also call themselves gold diggers. I don't have the slightest sympathy for these people. These nuggets better not mess with me. Otherwise we must hunt them down. Blast all their equipment. Of course, right now my gear hasn't gotten the maximum upgrade yet. Pets are not enhanced yet. I definitely won't leave the main city. At this point the mind goes back to the warehouse, and with the brilliant light, the pet opened by Liu Menjo appeared in front of the two of them. That is actually the combined pearl shadow of Suzaku and Phoenix. I was amazed by his talents. Worthy of being a mythical pet. Not only has high burst damage, but also can be reborn from Nirvana. At this point there is another reminder in the team. Please select the ownership of this pet. Haven't waited for me to speak. Liu Menjo directly gave up the ownership of Junio. Pigbirds are living French pets. It's a perfect match for your career, so take him with you. Later you are responsible for the output. I'll take my baby Stegosaurus. Responsible for protecting you from harm. Seeing this, I have no hypocritical choice to accept the next life. World announcement. Congratulations to the player when opening the pet egg in the early morning. Favored by the god of luck. Get mythical quality. Get the only pet pig in the whole server. As soon as the announcement comes out, the already silent world channel, it exploded in an instant, because this game is too real and picturesque, and run long enough. There are still many people like Liu Menjiu. Play to the end even if the service is stopped. Of course, many people have raised doubts. Game is dead. What's the use of shooting the beast at this time? Waste of money. I'm too lazy to see the world cause I've got things to do. Now, I've been targeted by someone. At this time Zhang Chunlin sent me another batch of things. There's a set of level 100 priest equipment in it. There are many strengthening stones, and many captives and century recipes and more. These things are important. After payment, I traded the priest equipment to Liu Menjiu. Then I told him to wait for the equipment to be finished. Let's brush him the treasure map first. My friend collected 200 treasures for us. Wait until the brushing is over to see how many beast orders can be produced, or write an invoice. Let's go to Tiangong to have a look after raising our combat power. Liu Menjiu was very happy about this. But I'm going to the Heavenly Palace. It has always been his dream in the game. Heaven is hard to enter. It is the most difficult copy in the whole new world. It's always been in those games. Gods who spend hundreds of millions can be brushed. And now I only spent more than 1 million. I already have a godly costume. Then the two sent away together. And I'm doing it to get rid of those gold diggers. In the end, I didn't expect that the other party followed me again. At this time, I received another private message from Fatty Jiang, the one who took down the magic wand. Maison Sumeru. I'm overjoyed in classical Chinese. Maison Sumeru is a storage item that can hold 1,000 items. This kind of thing is not only useful in games. In the future, the game will be more useful in reality. However, when my side keeps buying, somewhere in the company's base in the mountains, an emergency meeting was called. This company, it is the New World Company of Lyceum's largest online game. Several people wearing reading glasses sitting upright at the meeting. One of them asked if it was confirmed. Can the energy of Time of the Stars only last until April 28th? It was a man wearing gold-rimmed glasses. Yes, sir. Our programmers have tried everything. Even invited scientists from all over the world. But there is no way. This magical stone intercepted from outer space has reached the stage of flowing into the lamp cave. It is because of this stone. New World Network can only say it's a pity. Many people sighed. At this time the head of the old man said, players around the world are now running up. The last of our time. You just keep on doing the maintenance work. Hold on to the last day. That's what we do for our players. The only thing to do. The other side, Fatty Zheng is still calling me asking what I need. But I rejected them all. Because everything that should be there is now. And from memory the price will drop sharply tomorrow. Because the new world will make an announcement. And it is this announcement. Completely announce the death sentence of the game in the new world. Then everything will be the price of cabbage. The reason why I spend a lot of money in advance to buy equipment. It is because the game will release a new server. The first point is to help Menjiu get the handbrake. The second point is to beware of those gold diggers in the game. Before updating, I use my superpower again. Strengthen all equipment to full level. After getting ready, I took Menjiu to brush all the treasure clothes. Will subsequently, pigs and stegosaurus eat all the beast pills that are spawned. For a moment, they have evolved into gods who are comparable to the extreme violence of the 7th generation. After doing this, I called Menjiu to Tianyu City. I'm here because he's on private property. And my plan is to bury the city directly. This will allow you to have a fort when the game invades. The 1 billion gold coins bought by Fatty Jiang in advance. It also comes in handy at this moment. After talking with the previous lord. Finally, it was sold for 800 million gold coins. After getting the lord, I immediately set Menjiu as the deputy city lord. It's too late to finish this. I often sigh after coaxing Menjiu to sleep. Then quickly fall into dreamland. The next morning I was woken up by a phone call. After I got connected, I learned that it was the client who bought my house. Hello, Mr. Morning. My name is Bai Haixing. I was going to buy this house for my daughter. But he never left home. And you're side to him. Another strange city. So I hope you don't move yet. You can continue to live there and help me take care of my daughter. Thinking that I just didn't find another place to live. I immediately agree. But not only doubts. Give your daughter to me with such peace of mind. Could it be Bai Haixing's daughter? an ugly horror. But what I don't know is, when Bai Haixing hung up the phone, Bai Shui immediately cheered and ran to Menjiu. Everything is ready, Menjiu. You can give him a big surprise tomorrow. Hang up on the other side and give me. I fell asleep again without thinking too much, but it feels like I haven't slept for long. Was awakened by a knock on the door. I'm impatient to receive takeaway. I've got it. It's someone else's. Check to see if it's the wrong delivery. As an otaku, my home has nothing but food delivery. Someone came back and knocked on the door, but the answer was a girl. Is this your home in the early morning? My name is Bai Shui. I'm Bai Haixing's daughter. I was stunned after listening to it. Isn't it coming tomorrow? I see the time is 10 o'clock in the evening. Good guy came in the middle of the night. Then I opened the door. It's not a dinosaur that catches your eye. On the contrary, she is a beautiful woman. Black long straight hairstyle and exquisite facial features. In addition, there is a Hanman figure. Bai Shui saw me as if she was wandering away. Can't help being a little angry. Liu Menjiu unexpectedly because of such a person. I don't even play games with myself. I came to my senses, immediately let Bai Shui into the house. Then he smiled and asked why you came to Longhai so late. Drive yourself. Bai Shui responded, looking at the house curiously. My eyes lit up after listening. A family that can buy a house worth 3 million yuans. The car should be fine. Can this car work? Although there are nearly 10 million funds in hand. But it still doesn't feel like enough. After all, the more money you have at this time, the better. So even though we just met. But I've made up my mind. Shui's car is here. What kind of property is the car? This thing is definitely worth a lot of money as collateral. How to do it? I am looking at Bai Shui. However, Bai Shui is also looking at me at this time. So our eyes met. I was so scared that I immediately looked away. Are slightly embarrassed. It was Bai Shui who spoke first. Are you still playing the New World game? Yes, not only to play, but also to play until the last second of the server. That's a coincidence. That's what I planned too. When it comes to games, we have a common topic in an instant. The embarrassment between the two is gone. Bai Shui said with a smile that I am a 100 level female fighter. Will be reincarnated as a Valkyrie in the future. I smiled and immediately said the game you still. If you keep playing. Do you want to download a copy with us? I'm sure I can take off the handbrake in the new copy. At that time, the reward will be very rich. What's the point of the rewards after the game has to be officially servered? Bai Shui looked at me with a disdainful expression. Then asked a word. Lin Zhang Chenkangxi, don't you really remember me? I was taken aback after hearing what he said, and then reacted. Good guy, I said he is a girl. How dare you come and live with me? It turned out to be an acquaintance. In the game, you will not be a little bird, will you? I finally remembered. Remember, when I first entered the game New World. Still a novice kid. Like many people, I still don't know anything. Then in a group copy. Met the current CP Li Menjiu. There was also a female character in the team. It's just a little bird. I still remember that he and Liu Menjiu played games together. Because later in the morning, played with them to level 50. It's just that Zhaonianio Yaren's level went up later. The equipment is also good. Be a high roller player. And I like to fight. Unlike Liu Menjiu, who simply likes to play games quietly. It's not like I can only be a life player. So Zhaonianio was in a conflict in the game. Getting into trouble with a small gang, for me and Liu Menjiu not to be implicated by him, was hunted down by his teammates in the game. Zhaonianio Yaren still left the team. He joined the Snow Drifting Thousands of Miles Guild. It is said that later, Zhaonianio became Snow Elder of Floating Thousand Miles Guild. I thought he would be an ID with him in reality. Same little girl. Unexpectedly, after seeing the real person, he is not small at all. On the contrary, it is very big. It can only be said that the game ID is really a pity. After playing with Bai Shui for a while, I went back to my room to rest. After all, we were teammates in the game before. There is no less way. Get along now. It's nothing. It will make the other party feel that there is a hard place. But that's not the point. The point is that the buyer is an acquaintance. Then you can take off your clothes first before getting too hot. Then use the house in a few days. Let's see if we can move out from the roof of the internet. And Bai Shui's car should also be used. I don't know how to operate. It's good now. We are all acquaintances. I'll take your car out for a stroll. You, Bai Shui, shouldn't have any objections, right? Happy. I suddenly remembered your relationship with Liu Menjiu. About selling the house. Doesn't Liu Menjo also know? So I quickly sent a message to Liu Menjo. You know? End of month. 10 minutes later, Liu Menjo replied that she was just taking a shower. How is Shui coming to your place? Such a beautiful woman. Are you happy and surprised? Of course I can't say that. Not scared. No wonder you were hesitant to talk when you went offline today. So you already know about me. Liu Menjo's news came back to the museum soon. Or else. Know you from my dream. Even after selling the house, I thought you were so stupid. But I like this sentence very much. Followed by a shy expression. So, you gave me all your little coffers without hesitation. I was relieved when I saw Liu Menjo's reply. Then I chatted happily with Liu Menjo. Although it is only the CP in the game, even though we have never met. But the day and night companionship in the game for several years, or CP relationship. Let us, in fact, they are no different from real lovers. What I think is, in reality, the house can be sold to make money in the future. Even after we got married. I can give you a bigger and better house. But right now I just want you to be happy. I want to accompany you to the end of the game. I know the game is going to stop. You must feel bad. Even though you never showed it. What I said moved Liu Menjo very much. Although obviously, I'm drawing big. But girls eat this. What's more, I sold the house to play games with her. What to do, I was completely warmed by her again. After chatting for a while, I said to go to bed. But Liu Menjo still felt very happy. Happy sleepless. So I took the white tree and chatted together. And took me for his dream. In the sale of the house. It is said that for ordinary people. Sell a house and play games. This in itself is a bit of a sick behavior. What's more, this is a model that is about to be offline. Permanently discontinued games. But for little girls who are not short of money. I'm acting like this, but it's definitely romantic. Everywhere reveals the taste of true love. Even by Shui, who has always been indifferent to men. I couldn't help but say something. Found such a good boyfriend. From now on, Yao Yao, you don't need me at all. A bit sour. However, after chatting with Liu Menjo, Bai Shui immediately opened a chat box. The other party's name, there are 4 characters written on it, Mr. Chairman. Chairman, I found it. That Chengxi in the forest doesn't know the inside story. The reason why he continues to invest heavily in games. It's because of the CP in his game. My good sister hates this game. So the last time. He wants to go everywhere in the game. Thank you, Shui. Better talk to her more often. I'll let you know if I have any news. Don't worry, President, I'll go to bed first. Then Bai Shui turned off the phone. She didn't think too much. Besides, driving alone for hours. Also a little tired. So go straight to sleep. The other side can't sleep. Because tomorrow the new world will do things thoroughly. Stop taking this. Then prices will drop to the lowest. I must quickly use Bai Shui's luxury car. Make some more money. And you must not let others discover your intentions. After all, this way down. I must have been secretly hacked by some people in the game.